Good afternoon, and I'm Loretta Cusack-Doyle. On behalf of the European Judo Union, welcome back to the final block of the first day of this European Open in Cluj Napoca, Romania. And I'm delighted to say what an outstanding performance we've had already and what will be a very exciting final block. For the weight categories for men, 60s, 66 and 73. And for the women we have 48s, 52s, 57s and 63s. So please stay with us and try not to miss out on any of the action today of what will be, I'm assuring you, a wonderful display of judo. As you can see, the arena is now starting to fill up again. Athletes and spectators all waiting anxiously to see the final outcome of this international event. 41 countries participated. Athletes represented of those countries was 321. As you just see there in the tunnel, the athletes anxiously waiting to come into the stadium for what will possibly be, this will be their final entrance into this arena. And a big thank you to the Romanian Judo Federation for the outstanding performance in producing such a fine event here today. A magnificent arena here, newly built, first time judo has had the opportunity to participate, and I'm quite sure we'll be visiting here again very soon. Obviously the largest team entered today and tomorrow is Romania with 38 athletes. And what a support this team has had. Some very large teams overall. We have Italy with 20 athletes. We have Great Britain with a very strong team. Quite a few countries have put in some large teams, all open obviously for the European Games in Baku. Some selections most probably still waiting, but most important here is that the vital Olympic points that these athletes will gain by taking these medals. And we've just over a year to go to the Olympic Games. It's a nail-biting situation to all make their final dreams come true in the Olympic Games representative. So the athletes are now entering the arena. So we have the 48 kilo category. Bronze medal final. This is one of the two medals up for grabs in this weight category. Dumitru of Romania in the white gi and Renix of Great Britain in the blue. Now these two have fought before, so this is going to be a very tough match for Kimberly. She's had an outstanding performance throughout the day, very consistent indeed, showing great potential, and obviously for her this is an opportunity to gain these valuable Olympic points for qualifying next year to Rio. As you can see, a very serious young lady, has an older sister in the next weight category above, so quite a few battles I imagine in her household. Her coach there, Ewan Burton, former Olympian, world bronze medalist. now turned national coach. Lovely drop Sianagi there from Dumitru. So coach there giving us some really important advice there. Very anxious indeed. So first Judo on the board now. Dumitru just tidying herself up there. Kimberly waiting quite anxiously. Kimberly, Commonwealth Games gold medalist last year, along with her sister, a double gold and the same family. Fantastic achievement. Dumitru. This year, 5th place in the European Open in Sofia. And in the Grand Slam last year in Abu Dhabi, 5th place. And European Cup silver medalist in Belgrade last year. Long list of achievements this young lady from Romania has. Vast experience, and as we know what quality of athletes Romania have produced over the years, with Olympic champions, world champions. So this young lady follows in the footsteps of some very famous young ladies representing Romania. Lovely rotation there into Makukomi, into the hold down as she tries to secure, but the leg's been caught up. But Ayuko on the board. As you can see, comes in, takes that belt, hooks in for the Osoto, then rotates into the Makukomi, following through into the Niwaza. Kimberly just rescuing it by catching that leg. Now the pressure is on a little bit here for Kimberly, but she thrives on pressure. Very tough young lady. Doesn't give up easy. 1 minute and 11 seconds left in this contest. A drop there, very poorly executed from Dumitru. Valletta really now has to compose herself to stay in the lead. She picks up her second Shido. Not really afford to accumulate too many. This is a little bit of like a deja vu for Kimberly to get into the final. It was just so close indeed. Like I said earlier, throughout the day she's had a wonderful performance, showing the pedigree of a real fine athlete. So we've got the Osota into that Makikomi. We saw that once again. It is one of the strongest attacks she has. Kimberly's already seen that and was able to block that quite nicely. But still has a long way to go to try and stay in for this bronze medal. Picked up her first Judo now. Or a second one, that's 2 each. Looked a little bit disappointed there. Judo now awarded again. One more would result in a hand sokimaki. Can Kimberly? It seems to be the same old thing, but it's all or nothing now for Kimberly. She really does have to go for it and push hard. She's got to remember that Dimitri is in home grounds now. She's got the home support and is really out there surviving, and its only way forward is to make her look passive. So it's one more ditched effort. Dimitri cannot make any mistakes now, and she doesn't. So sadly for Kimberly Rennicks, it was just like a repeat of the semi-final. She most probably cannot believe her luck, but Violeta Dumitru, a winner of the bronze medal, and she looks very delighted by that. And sadly for Great Britain, but again, a good performance by this young lady, Kimberly Rennicks, taking the 5th place. As we can see, the final thrown there, that Osota into the Makikomi, nicely executed, rotating in for the Niwaza. Again, she showed that. Kimberly managed just to get off there. The cross grip. Kimberly left herself a little bit vulnerable there. But that determination of this young lady just kept pushing forward. Well, the joy's there. So we now come to the final of this women's 48 kilo category. Ingorina Monica from Romania, obviously will be delighted with her teammate picking up that bronze medal, is here now. Grand Slam gold medalist in Baku this year. Outstanding performance throughout the year so far. Samson 5th place, Dusseldorf 5th place, all in the Grand Slams and the European Open silver medal. So already set on her heights and her sights on a gold medal in the European Games in Baku, along with medals, a medal in the Olympic Games. So very, very strong athlete indeed, 26 years of age, just coming into her prime now and following in the footsteps of some very strong athletes from Romania. Carrillo Edna, 23 years of age from Mexico in the blue gi, has had a fantastic day today. A real battle throughout the stages. Pan American Championships this year's 2nd place, along with medals in the Pan American circuit in Miami, Santiago, Buenos Aires, and so on and so on. She's had a very good couple of years, producing some fine judo. Definitely a good hope for Mexico at the Olympic Games. This is going to be a very tough match indeed. The Niwaza's there. The choke, I believe, is on. In this angle we can't really see, but pressure is on and she'll be very, very uncomfortable now down in there. Not sure how much the referee can see from this angle. We can't see anything. Oh, it's on the chin. So that wouldn't have been pleasant at all. Coach, former international athlete herself many years ago, now sharing that advice to now a student. Flurry of attacks here from the Mexican. Really not making too much of an impact. Karila up against a very experienced young lady, Monica. Oh, the great attack there, had her stumbling slightly, but rescued it quite nicely. Again, looking for that Makakomi, very deep as we've seen in a previous with her teammate in the bronze medal fight. The Osoto into the Makakomi from the belt grip. Angarino there really battling it out now. Not getting it all her own way. No scores on the board at the moment. Two to three. Shido's. Lovely drop Cianagi. But is she in trouble now? As it makes it's on. The kit is under the neck and there's a tap there. But can the referee, there was a tap. So Ippon scored the shimiwaza. She just left her chin open and terrible mistake down there in the niwaza. But nevertheless, a great match between these two young ladies. Angarina taking the gold medal to add to Grand Slam in Baku. She's on a roll now with these gold medals, and we'll be seeing this young lady a lot more. A major threat for the women in the 48 kilo category. And a rewarding silver medal goes to Carrillo Edna of Mexico. And she'll be quite happy there. But you can see that sort of final seconds. There was no rescuing that, and you can see the hand tapping. So now we've come to watch the men's bronze medal, one of the men's bronze medal finals. It's the under 60 kilo category. Representing Italy in the white gi, Lombardo. Italian Championships, 2nd place this year. European Cup in Ulster, a 5th place. He's up against a very experienced young man, 25 years of age, Trebok, who's had a really good performance throughout the day. Some very strong judo has come from this young man. A battle all the way to what's been this bronze medal, and was very unlucky. 2015 this year, 5th place in the European Open in Rome, along with a lot of international medals, running for years. So has a lot of experience. And again, picking up what will be valuable points in selection for the Olympic Games. First Judo being rewarded to Trebok of Slovenia, which we're happy with that. Coach of Slovenia looking very anxious indeed. A long journey to this position now. Last chance of a medal. Lombardo again has had a really tough journey through to this bronze medal final. Gave a really good account of himself throughout the day. His coach there giving him a lot of advice. It's just a flurry of attacks. The legs are going up in there, but no real commitment. And engagement of these attacks. Just really looking busy at the moment. And the referee knows that. So Shido each now. And a lovely takedown there. Coaches there giving advice and support. And as we know with the new rules that coaches are only allowed to speak when there's a pause in the match. So in a mate situation, only then the coaches can give advice or support. Any other time, they're thrown out of the arena. And at this stage, no one wants that to happen. So 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in this contest. Very little to tear them apart at the moment. Both very determined young men for this bronze medal. Vital Olympic qualification points for the taking. A real grapple going on here. Neither one of these gentlemen are able to secure the grip. The drop very poorly executed there by Lombardo. Under a slight pressure, and that pressure is now starting to come through. We're picking up the next Judo. So it's 2-1 with a minute and a half left, just under a minute and a half in this contest. The final contest for these two gentlemen to decide who takes the bronze medal or a 5th place. Again, another drop, but this time better executed, driving through, and Yuko scored. So this now puts him in the driving seat, in a better position with just under a minute left. But still, it's a long, 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 long way. And is this going to be the ultimate mistake? As we've seen, Lombardo has done this before. He's made a few errors on his way, on his journey to this final match. And he has to keep focused. And I'm quite sure that his coach is screaming it from the top of the roof here. Oh, there's a face of anguish there. I'm quite sure half of him wants to be on that mat instead of him. The battle just keeps going. The determination on these two gentlemen's face tells the whole story. Trebok has had a wonderful journey through here, and it's such great performances. And oh my goodness me, and this time almost cost him there in the last closing seconds, but Lombardo clinging on for dear life with 3 seconds left. It's looking very unlikely that we will see any more happening right now. So the coach delighted, the athlete overwhelmed with the result. But the bronze medal goes to Italy. Lombardo, Daniel. So a great result for this young man, and a truly respectful 5th place goes to Trebok of Slovenia. Now we'll be coming up very shortly, as you can see, just highlights of that match, where how we come to the final result. And there was, I think, the winning throw, the drive and determination. Well, now we're coming to an all Turkish final. Now, these two gentlemen we've watched all the way through, and it's going to be a very exciting match. Well, I hope it's going to be a very exciting match. It's always the way when you've got two athletes that know each other so well from the same country. Sometimes it could be a bit stalemate, but I hope there's going to be a real performance here. If it's anything like their individual performances to get to this final, then we're in for a real treat. So we have Bekir Guslu, Turkey, in the white gi. Ahmet Sahin Kaba from Turkey in the blue. Ona Usota straight out there. Well, that's a great start. So it gives us a lot of hope for some real excitement here. But it doesn't stop him from being sportsmanlike to see his teammate is okay. Oh, a lovely Uchimata attempt there, raising his opponent off the ground, but just losing control of the upper body, but still a real threat. Again, so It's great to have two such very strong athletes coming out of one country. Great hope for Turkey. Makakomi from Kaba as he rotated him, landing on his front, but left his neck up there, and Oslu was just a little bit slow in reacting to capitalize on that. Again, a Uchimata, but coming out very dangerous in the way out. Oh, a lovely sidestep there. Wonderful counter-attack there. Brilliant rotation and control into the Osakumi. Kaba doing so well to escape, but he's not out of trouble. The arm lock is there. Hopefully he's driving on it, but just lost the right angle. Oslu still leading with, well, Kaba now with Wazari. No, still leading Oslu with a Yuko. Kaba picking up the first Shido. So 2 minutes, 21 seconds, and it feels like they've been out there a lifetime. Doesn't feel like it's only halfway. The battle that these two young men have got on here for, oh yes! Well, that's put Oslu, it took him off guard there. Went to sleep a bit for a second or two, nearly cost him. Lovely Ouchigak attempt. I don't think Kaba realised how lucky he was with that opportunity. Oh, Sota, and he's dry. Oh, yes! Oh, well, that is a finish. Oslu, well, to me, normally you would get a final where there's the same country represented, and it would, a lot of the time, be very much stalemate. And for me, this has been an absolute treat to watch these two gentlemen throughout the day in their progress to the final, and an outstanding performance by both of these gentlemen. Very refreshing indeed. The determination from both of them, both deserving these medals, and Oslu, a great performance. The final outcome, well deserving the gold medal for Turkey, the silver medal for Turkey. As you can see the highlights, Osota digging into the deep, changed direction, the Harai Makakomi right over, and a wonderful display of judo, nice and controlled, stepping round, fantastic finish. Well, that's what you call judo.
The medals and the diplomas will be awarded by Ms. Alina Domingo, 2008 Olympic champion.
So now we come to the medal presentations of the women's 48 kilos. So I'll leave you to enjoy these spectacular, emotional scenes from what's been an outstanding performance from these young ladies.
Second bronze medal, 28 Poland. Silver medal, Mexico. And the gold medalist, Cluj Napoca, Romania. The trophies and the flowers will be awarded by Mr. European Judo Union Vice President. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of Romania. Doamnelor și domnilor, vă rog să vă ridicați în picioare pentru himnul național al României.
So now we have the bronze, one of the bronze medal finals for the women's under 52 kilo category. The Netherlands in the white, Wolfslag. And she'll be up against the Romanian in the blue, Florian. Now just a little bit of trivia that was brought to our attention. It was going on about the last final that we had, the old Turkish final. Well, again, a little bit surprised that Uslu is a former Georgian athlete. So it was really Georgia versus Turkey. And Betkil Shikavani of Georgia, he obviously changed his name and now is representing Turkey. So that was a little bit of surprise, and no wonder it wasn't a head-to-head and a sort of a very stalemate contest. Former European silver medalist back in 2011. So a list of long international career for Georgia and now for Turkey. So that was very interesting to find out about that information. So now I realise why it wasn't Sabor in the final of an all Turkish. But we're here for this bronze medal match. Wolfslag of the Netherlands in the white. Florian of Romania in the blue. And the Romanian women have had a very good competition today. Very strong. Their lightweights have always been extremely tough, and today has been no exception. Well, real battle there, trying to... Miranda working extremely hard there, trying to get that rotation over, but the Romanian is quite tough down there. Into the Makakomi, great rotation, but this year Miranda 2015 got a third place in the European Open Sofia. Dutch Championships back of last year, second place. Along with various medals and places in last year's European Opens in Tallinn, Warsaw and Sofia. Represented Holland for quite a few years internationally at high level, and today has had a real outstanding performance throughout the day, very consistent. So with 8 seconds left in this though, Florina scoring a Wazari, and sadly for Miranda, she looks very disappointed with that, but full credit. Larissa Florian of Romania takes the bronze medal.
La tatami 2 se va desfășura finala categoriei 52 de kg feminin. In mat 2, we will have the final for the category under 52 kg women. In white, representing Romania, Andrea. In blue, representing the Netherlands, Bridget.
So now we have the under 52 women's final. Judo for Romania in the white, Ente for the Netherlands in the blue. Valenti picking up the first Judo. Just coming up to the halfway mark. Coach there giving some advice, looking a little bit under pressure. Well, this is the problem with the home crowd, all supporting. The Romanians have had an outstanding day from the women. Which is not unusual. In fact, very much expected. But this is a very close match, 1 minute 13. Birgit. Really looking under a bit of pressure now. Just cannot seem to get through the strong grip and controlling arms of Andrea, who's battling away here and dominating throughout. So that evens it up, a Judo each. 41 seconds left. And the battle commences. It's still going. Continuing away here, very little to prize these two apart, but in saying that, the Romanian does look very much in the driving seat here of this contest. Very, very strong indeed. Not a lot of technical input, but definitely a fighter indeed with this in this contest. Ente's head goes down, not looking promising, and if it continues, a Judo will be awarded. Just cannot get past these strong, strong grips. And now the third Judo goes to Ente, and now the previous Judo that was there for Romanian was taken off the board, and that's the final score. And Romania takes the second gold medal. So the leaderboard so far, Romania with the 2 gold medals takes them up there on the top, followed by Turkey. And see the highlights of this final. Very much dominated throughout the 4 minutes. Ente just looking really out of her comfort zone. Didn't have much to come back on. Desperate attempts there, but the strong grips was just that little bit too much.
In white, representing Georgia, Plaza, and in blue, representing Great Britain,
So now we've come up Magdalashvili, Vaza of Georgia in the white gi. He's up against Lewis Keeble of Great Britain in the blue. And I know Nakota Davis will be out there listening to this live stream and watching, chewing every fingernail that she has on her hands right now. I saw on her Facebook sort of go, Lewis, well, we all want him to go and go well. He's had a really good performance throughout the day. He's had some tough matches, but this would be the icing on the cake if it could manage to get through this last and final match for him. So the determination is there. Good strong grip now. Just needs to use it, Uchimata. Got to be careful on his way out. But again, nice, strong, controlling grip at this moment. Good attack there as he works into the Niwaza. Margalashvili there. Ochigari, strong outer grip there. A combination of attacks there. Lovely combination. Not any of them threatened at all. And there we've got just one attack. And Kibo draws his opponent down to his knees. Lovely attack again. Well, Georgian has got to be careful that he doesn't pick up a Shido right now. There's very little action coming from this young man from Georgia. Oh, missed an opportunity there. Lewis with the Ouchigari. Oh, man, no! Oh, what a fantastic combination there, as we'd seen. Changed directions and caught him on the back foot for Koso Tagaki. We can hopefully see that again, but not for a pleasure, I must admit. It was a great performance. Margalashvili of Georgia takes the bronze medal as he rotates him forward. Around, circling into a circling motion, and then that Kosoto. Oh, wonderful display of judo. Just caught him off guard on the wrong footing. Weight going back onto his heels, and there was no rescue. It was impossible for Lewis Keeble to get off that.
In white, representing Slovenia, Cluj Napoca. And in blue, representing France, Maria.
So we have from Slovenia in the white gi, Gombok. Adrian in the white gi, Andrei. Mariak in the blue. So Slovenia in white, France in the blue gi. This is the final of the men's 66 kilo category. Oh, goodness me. What power to try and raise his opponent up from that angle. Real gutsy attempt there. A Sumigaeshi attempt there, not very well executed, but more of a pressure attack. Uchimata attempt there from the Frenchman. Puts his hand out, very little leverage on that. Quite simply blocked from the Slovenian. Ipon there, nice entry. Again, just failing to rotate, falling more into his face, not really staying up long enough. And on that entry, just lost control of the grips. Really needs to get that in place first. Again, another Sianagi, but very little control. A lot of energy spent up here with putting these attacks in, but with very little in return. Valuable energy wasted there. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in this contest. A lot of attacks going in, but very few making any impact at all. Very poor attack there, and I think the referee will, well, is lucky. Very, very lucky indeed. Mariak there, 2 Shidos on the board for him. Surprising that the Slovenian really hasn't picked up any so far. So far the best attack has come from France, right in the earlier minute of this contest. The arm caught up in the air, giving him very little power to execute the throw. Well, we know that the Frenchman can throw. He's got a crack in Uchimata. We saw that earlier on. And with a minute to go and 2 Shidos down, it's a fight or flight situation now. He's really got to go for it. And what has he got to lose? Nothing. Is in a final. He's got a medal, but gold would be nice. Now here's the Slovenian's head down. Again, this has got to be a Shido. I think he's been quite lucky to get away with it, but yeah, the Shido's been awarded now, the first one. Not been placed on the board right now on our screen, but can assure you it is there. Gombok looking for the Jujigatami, but lost complete control as he tried to lever his opponent back. Now we're into the last 20 seconds of this contest. Now this Frenchman's going to steal this gold medal. He better start working for it now. It's all or nothing. To go on a Shido would be just an absolute crime. Now, my opinion was that that should have deserved a Shido and it would have been a golden score. Wasn't the best of matches for the Slovenian. I think the referee was a little bit slow in reacting, and definitely in those last seconds it was very obvious that the Slovenian was not engaging into that contest. But I don't think anything's going to be said about that. And the gold medal goes to Gombak of So as we can see here, Neponsianagi, Sumigesh, two strong attacks, no scores. Amakikomi, continuing rotation. Again, that's Sianagi, very unorthodox. So we come to the medal presentations of the men's 60 kilo category. So I'll just leave you with a few moments to enjoy the celebrations, and we'll be back shortly to watch the weight category of the women's 57 kilos.
Bronze medal, France. Second bronze medal, Italy. Silver medal, Turkey. And gold medal, Turkey. The trophy will be awarded by Mr. Romanian Judo Federation General Secretary. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of Turkey.
fost 4 la fete astăzi și 3 la
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now start the awarding ceremony for the category under 52 kilograms women.
e mai greu de cap. Eu știam că e egalitate. 4 de la 4 de la. Da, și mâine avem tot 7, da? Mai puțin sportiv. De-aia aveam cam
The medals and diplomas will be awarded by Mr. ROU, the President of the Romanian Judo Federation. Bronze medal representing Romania, Florian Carisa. Second bronze medal representing Poland, Vermech Agata. Silver medal representing the Netherlands, Ender Egypt. And the gold medal representing Romania, Icu Andrea. The trophy and the flowers will be awarded by Mr. Albert Reichers, Honorary Consul of the Netherlands. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of Romania.
că sunt două premiere la avea.
În continuare, vom avea meciurile de la categoria 57 de kilograme feminin. Next, we will have the matches from category under 57 kilograms women.
So there's some lovely scenes there. There's some very happy young ladies. And for so many reasons. But now we see entering the arena is the women's bronze medal finals. And how lovely that was, huh? A wee peck on the cheek. And who says that romance has died?
And in Cluj Napoca, representing Switzerland,
So we have Emilia Amaron from just entering there, as we saw those pictures, from Switzerland, and she's up against Mayan Greenberg of Israel in the white. Israel white, Swiss blue.
And Judo, Italy.
Mayan, 21 years of age, 7th in last year's European under-23 European Championships. She's up against a little bit more senior, 25 years of age, Amaron, and already has had some impressive positions and placing there and thereabout in the world ranking. This year European Cup, Asta 3rd place, and also Sofia a 7th place this year, and last year in the Grand Prix Samson a 5th place. Now she's fighting for a bronze medal in this European Open here in Romania. In the city of Cluj, second largest city to Bucharest. Very strong judo region and some very impressive stadiums indeed. There's a new stadium that's been built, not very old at all, and for the first time judo is in here. I'm quite sure we'll see many more international events being hosted at this event. Once again, full credit to the Romanian Judo Federation. Fantastic venue and competition they are hosted here this weekend. Volunteers, everyone involved here in Romania have been very professional and very supportive, not only to ourselves but the athletes and all countries, the 41 countries that are represented here this weekend. Hosted 321 athletes. And I'm sure most will go home, experience a wonderful welcoming reception and support throughout the weekend. So congratulations to Romania and the city of Cluj. And for those that do like to follow all the results, as well as watching the live stream, live results as they happen, you can follow it on www.eju.net. And we have a social media hashtags, which is hashtag European Judo and hashtag EJ Open, for you to keep in touch and informed. Once again, we do thank you for joining us on this live stream. If you've just joined us, well, you've missed out on some very good judo, some wonderful matches. Some fantastic performances throughout the day. Romania still lead at this moment, based on just the Romanian women at this moment, with their gold medals right to the 48s and 52s. Followed shortly by, very, very closely by Turkey with a gold and a silver. And you have been with us all day. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. Makakomi there. So and the other bronze medal final is an all-Italy final, so the outcome will be Italy taking a bronze medal. Which one is still to be decided, as it's a very close match indeed with 18 seconds. But we have now Amaron 27 seconds left in this contest and is now leading with a Wazari. So a very impressive end to what looked like total domination there from Greenberg of Israel, but 2 Yukos to 1 Wazari, and Switzerland takes the bronze medal. Emilia Amaron will be delighted with that performance. But again, a lovely swifty move that we saw in the earlier rounds that got her into the semi-final. But that was the winning throw that sealed the bronze medal for this young lady. So, and you can see there, we'll just pop across to the... So you just see in the tunnel there, the finalists just ready to make their entrance in for their final match of the day. Emilia Griha. from France in the white gi. Her opponent there, just in our view, is Sapura Koban of Germany. France there in the white, Germany in blue. We are 21 years of age, back in 2013 Junior World Championships, second place. Coburn, 20 years of age, 1 year younger, 2014. Under 23 European champion, 2013 Junior World champion. These two have met before, back in 2013, where Coban won that match, so they'll know each other very, very well. If not, have competed with each other, but have followed each other's progress throughout their junior careers. And now here they are in a senior international event in the final. Oh, lovely attack there. Very difficult to see how she fell there, but from this angle it looked like a score, but nothing's been put on the board. Coburn picking up a Shido. Koichigari attempt there, Koichi from France. Coburn now looking for the Jujikatami. She tries to draw the leg across her body, rotating her opponent onto her back. Now tying up, this is some nice niwaza. Taking her time, feet in position, the knees. Well, this is really what you expect from the Germans. But that heel's just been protected by, it's just got caught up there in the lapel. But she's needing that leverage, and if that leg was out of the way, it would make it a little bit easier. But sadly, it wasn't meant to be. Guiha, very, very lucky indeed. But what a nice bit of niwaza. Oh, a lovely Uchimata. Hopping over. Just lost a little bit of upper body control there. Oh, very badly planted there with the drop, and surely that's, well, she was very lucky indeed not to get a Shido for that. Uchimata. Big Harai Makukomi, and that's got to be it. Yes, France takes the gold medal. And a nice finish to what's been a very tough weight category. So Emilia Guihard takes the gold medal. That was Soto Makukomi, nicely planted, and she'll be very excited about that performance. And Coburn, a well-deserved, had an outstanding performance throughout the day. Takes a well-deserved silver medal home to Germany. Now we come to the men's 73 kilos repechage final for the bronze medals. Sam van Tiesten. My goodness me, this young man went through the there was today. Split open his eye and now is heavily bandaged. But from the Netherlands really shows the determination of this young man throughout the day. He's up against Estrada from Cuba. Now the Cubans have had a very strong team indeed, very athletic, powerful men. First opportunity of a medal today for the Cuban team. Lovely Ouchigari attempt there. Sam was waiting for it though. You could see that rotation as he came in for the Ouchi. Obviously prepared himself for what looks a very strong attack indeed. Drop, but very strong indeed. Real upper body strength there. Sam trying to get that right arm over. Oh, the left there now. Hooking in a lovely Ouchigari, well planted. Very well executed, that Ouchigari, nice and controlled. Scoring him an Ouchigari, scoring with a Yuko for the Ouchigari. Nice deep left grip again. Ouchigari and planted him flat on his back for Ippon. So a very convincing medal and a well-deserved bronze. Van Huesten Sam takes the bronze medal for the Netherlands with this very impressive Ouchigari. Left-handed, nice and deep. Showed what he was capable of doing. The Ashi was really working. Ouchi's, Kouchigaris. Ouchi, and then as he was getting the lift, switched it to the Kouchigari to keep himself very square, planted in the center of his opponent's body. And this is the final stages of the other bronze medal. Brian from Canada. Chushido's on the board at the moment. Chien of France in the blue. So 1 minute, 15 seconds left in this contest. Judo been awarded there. And Ahan Sokumaki goes to France. And the winner of the bronze medal, Brian of Canada. So that will be a major upset.
And the second bronze medalist is Brian Denny from Canada.
And he's still wondering and disputing the decision. So we're coming to the final of the men's 73 kilo category. Vantek, Igor in the white gi, Dimitro Kanivets in the blue gi. Germany in white, Ukraine in the blue. So this is the men's under 73 kilo final. Igor, 24 years of age, this young man. In Baku this year, took a 5th place. A bronze medal in the European Open in Rome. And last year, German Championships #1 in Abu Dhabi. Grand Prix, 7th place. Back in 2012 European Championships, under 23, took a bronze medal in the European Championships 2012. 7th place. And this young man back in the London Prepares Olympic test event, where he picked up a 5th place. That would have been a wonderful experience for that young man. Back in 2012, it was a head-to-head with Dimitro Ganevets, where he beat him in Shebanisk. So the paths have crossed here. But Germany obviously dominating their previous match. Dimitro, 23 years of age, 2 years junior to Igor. Grand Prix back in 2013 in Judo. Zhu, 5th place. European Championships, Samakov, 5th place. Lovely Uchimata attempt there, just slightly off balance, taken off the wrong leg. Needed to correct his entry. Sumigeish attempt there, nice control with the legs. Well, just over a minute and a half left in this contest. Germany is trailing with the 2 Shidos on the board. No scorers yet. But Dimitrio in a far better situation right now. But still a minute and a half left, so all could change. Drop Sianagi there. Sumigeish again from the German. Still trailing with those 2 Shidos on the board. With just a minute to go in this contest. Uchimata into the Makakomi and a great comeback there. And was awarded a Wazari. So this just changes it all now. Just using his feet nicely, edging his opponent out of the area, just piling enough pressure on without making too much of a major commitment in the last stages and vital seconds of this. Now again, another attempt at that Sumigeish, but it was more of an attempt to get him into the Niwaza and allow vital seconds to just click away. So 10 seconds left, and it's going to be very difficult. But it can be done, and but it's been a very tasking match here for Canavets. But a well-deserving 5th place for this young man, but the bronze goes to Germany. Igor Vanketek.
Winner and champion of the category 73 kilograms and Vanketek Igor from Germany.
And there's the highlights. Nicely controlled. Wazari scored. Again, from a Kosota, great combination. Rotating into the Niwaza. The ultimate mistake made by Canavets with the Kosota without breaking his opponent's balance and allowing him to rotate. So we're now coming to the medal presentations for the men's 66 kilo category. So I'll just leave you with a short moment to enjoy these celebrations, and we're back shortly for the last weight category, the women's 63 kilo category of the day.
The first bronze medal goes to Cluj Napoca of Russia. The second bronze medal goes to from Georgia. The silver medal goes to Alexander from France. And the gold medal goes to from Slovenia. Will be awarded by Mr. Judo, the President of the European Judo Federation. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of Slovenia.
So, lovely pictures there of our medalists, the men's 66 kilos. And quite a pretty bunch as well. Don't look like they've gone through many wars today.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will now continue with the awarding ceremony for category 57 kilograms women.
So now we have the women's medal celebrations, and that's for the women's 57s.
The medals and the diplomas will be awarded by Mr. the ROU Vice President. First bronze medal goes to from Italy. The trophies and the flowers will be awarded by Mr. Moshe Bidu, the Vice Mayor of Denmark. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand up for the national anthem of France.
Adi, come on, please. Înțeleg, mă.
Te tragi ambulanța.
Nu găsesc nicio, așa că trebuie să știi ce. Ia locul aici, să fie. Domn primar. Așa, ia locul aici. Este un festival al berii, nu ăla ceva, zis, stăm din seara pe zolul, spune unde să mergem. Tu unde lucrezi? Nu mai l-a putea da pe lucrezi. Sunt un prieten, măi, festivalul berii, un oraș, Tarabe.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will continue with the matches from the category 63 kilograms women. On mat 2, representing Israel in white judo, Cluj Napoca. And in blue judo, representing Croatia, Lakovic, Andrea.
So we have now one of the first bronze medalists, bronze medal finals with 63 kilo category from Israel in the white shore. And Dakovic of Croatia in the blue. Rotem, 21 years of age, back in 2014, second in the European Open in Madrid, and won a gold medal in Warsaw the same year. The European Championships under 20s back in 2012, picked up the bronze medal. These two have fought before, so there has been a head-to-head back in 2014. Dakovic, 23 years of age, this year in Zagreb Open, took the gold medal. And back in 2013, the bronze medal in the under-23 European Championships. So a very tough opposition here for both these athletes. A lot of experience behind them, have actually fought each other numerous occasions.
pe duminica, că voi duminica puteți, nu puteți lunea.
The last time they fought, Shaw defeated Dakovic. In a Grand Prix back in 2014.
Duminica și luni, da. Normal e luni, dar am zis să fac duminica. Duminică seara? Da. Cu 3 ore.
23 athletes competed today in this tournament. Looking for some strapping just for a minor scratch or something to the finger. Obviously needs to be covered up. Minute and a half really just left in this contest. Croatia with 2 Shidos to 1 to Israel. As we've seen many times over, that could all just changed within seconds. This is where it's quite difficult, really. You're out there on the mat in the middle of your own, and you're only there with your thoughts and the pressure that's in front of you. Very difficult to compose yourself. Well, she's done it quite nicely indeed. So Wazari on the board there for Shaw. Dakovic picking up a 3rd Shido now. She has to be very careful indeed. One more result in a Hansokumaki. Just in the last minute now of this contest. On the other mat, we have Vichers, Jennifer of the Netherlands, and our young lady Amy Livesey fighting for a bronze medal with 10 seconds to go and a Shido each. So looks like that match. Oh, she's just pipped it in the last 2 seconds, picks up a Yuko and will take the bronze medal. So that's a delight. But we have now, Shaw takes a Wazari, a Nippon there. 33 seconds left on the clock. Rotem Shaw, the gold medalist, the bronze medalist for the women's 63 kilos, along with Rebecca. Well, they're just still deciding with 0 on the clock. But a Yuko is on the board at this moment, and it stays Livesey, Rebecca. Amy Livesey takes the bronze medal for Great Britain. Wonderful performance there. So now we come to the final match of the first day of this international event.
Next, the last match from this evening, the final from the category 63 kilograms women. In white,
So we have in the Netherlands in the white gi, Jules Fransen, and she's up against Emma Barkling of Sweden in the blue gi. So this is the final of the women's under 63 kilos and the final match of the first day of this international event here in Cluj, Romania. I do hope you've enjoyed what has been some very spectacular performances throughout the day. And also to remind you that tomorrow competition will commence at 11 o'clock with the weight categories for women under 70s, under 78s and plus 78s, and for the men 81s, 90 kilos, under 100s and plus 100s. The final block being 4 o'clock. So 11 o'clock here in Romania. Back in the UK, that'll be 9 o'clock, and Western European time, 10 o'clock. So I do hope you'll join us then for the second day of what's a very, very strong international event here in the European Open, Cluj Napoca, Romania. So Fransen, one Judo. Barkling now picking up her third Judo, so has to be very careful now. One more result in a hand sokimaki. Nice Tai Toshi there. So disqualification there for Barkling, but Jules Fransen takes the gold medal with Sweden the silver. So Emma sadly wasn't able to match the strength of this young lady from the Netherlands, accumulating the 4 Judos, which resulted in a hand sokimaki. But Holland will be delighted with the gold medal. And Sweden taking the silver. So we have the final highlights of the next two medal presentations. And the results on the first day, Romania lead with the 2 gold medals from the ladies 50, 48s and 52s, followed very closely with Turkey and the men in a gold and silver. So from myself, Loretta Cusack-Doyle, and on behalf of the European Judo Union, thank you for joining us. And I do hope you'll join us tomorrow, where the competition will commence at 11 o'clock, 11 a.m., which Western European time is 10 o'clock, and back in Greenwich Mean Time, 9 o'clock. So please join us for the weight categories 70, 78, plus 78 for women, and 81, 90, under 100s and plus 100s for men. So from me, goodbye, and the rest of our team, thank you for joining us.